Hi everybody. I am back. I know I've been gone for a little bit, not too long though, but just for a little bit. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing good. I just got to the place where I work out. I haven't worked out yet. I actually just got here. I went to take my daughter some Starbucks, so her day can go a little bit better. My other daughter, my older one, she's doing counseling for band, like young kids at the college. So I haven't seen her. I saw her the other day for like a few minutes, but I hadn't seen her since I was gone. Anyway, just to let y'all know, I had a family member. This person's more like a brother to me. We had a family member pass away all of a sudden. It was last Monday, and we got the news that he passed away Tuesday. Actually, I got the news. My husband got the news first because he was at home, and I think I had gone somewhere. I think I had gone to work out or something, and he was like, "Hey, I want to tell you something." I'm trying to think if I mentioned it, but I don't think I have. You see, it's because I've gone through it so many times. Like when people ask, "Hey, what happened?" I was telling them. So anyway, I got the news. He got the news last Tuesday. My niece, who lives in Oklahoma, she has a pair of twins, or I believe 9, and then she's got a 6 or 7-year-old. Anyway, her husband passed away suddenly on Monday evening, and we found out on Tuesday because she wanted us to know first from all the family members because of that he really enjoyed being with us, hanging out when he came down. When they came down, they would always come to our house and hang out. Talk about a total shock, you guys. Like when my husband told me, "Hey, so-and-so passed away," I was like, and I'm thinking it didn't snap to, who he was talking about. And I was like, looked at him, I was like, "Well, what do you mean? Who?" I was like, "Brad who?" Like that's my brother-in-law's name. And he goes, "Brad, Brad, our brother-in-law." Was like, and I just kind of looked at him and just stared. I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you sure?" When you get that news that, especially like a friend or someone close, whatever, and you just kind of look at them like, you can't believe it. Well, that was like my stare. I literally stood there and looked at him, and I had to ask over and over. I was like, "Are you sure? Like, what? What do you mean?" Like, it was crazy. Like, it was so shocking, just like it was to him. It was so shocking to me. And I was like, "There's no freaking way." I was like, "What?" I just kept saying, what? And then it kind of started sinking in. I was like, "Oh man." So I had to tell my daughter. I called my youngest daughter and told her, and she like freaked out. She was like, "What, Mom? Are you kidding?" I said, "No, I'm letting you know that he passed away." And I was like, and I told my older daughter, and she was like, "What? What do you mean?" And, everybody was like, "What do you mean?" Because like it's the shock that you're in. You're like, "What?" Like, okay. Anyway, so we just got back home literally Tuesday because his viewing was on Monday. Yeah, and I don't know. It's we're still in shock because we saw him not too long ago. Well, it's probably more than 3 months ago, but we still saw him. He came to visit us, and he was smiling and talking to my husband. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And they were supposed to move down to where we live. They were planning to move down here. and he was starting his job, even though he worked at, I guess, like a refinery type situation. I don't know exactly what he did, but he had literally got papers and everything, and they were going to start moving down here this week, you guys, this week. And we already knew that they were going to move down because they told us a while back when they came down together that, yeah, they were excited, especially my niece, because she really doesn't have a lot of family up there. And, you know, she's all about family and stuff. And so we're excited because my husband was going to help him fix some, you know, he liked rebuilding cars. And so we're super excited because, you know, we love him to death and my niece to death. They're super cute. They're only in their 30s, you know, and it's just so sad, you guys. Like, oh, like the whole time we were going up there, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to, because you never know what to say to people when they lose loved ones. You just try to stay real positive. Literally, that's the way I was. I was trying to stay positive, even though that same day when I found out, like, I was like, okay, you know, I can't believe he's gone. And, you know, and then I was in the kitchen and I was like, oh, and I just broke down. I was just crying and crying and I couldn't believe it. And I just the shock, you guys. And the thing is, it was super hard because my mom had a doctor's appointment, 2 doctor's appointments. It was Wednesday and Thursday. Well, hold on, you guys, real quick. It's my daughter. Yes, Mama, what's up? Yeah. Well, if you have the money, do it, Mama, and then I'll do my card when I get home. Yeah, that's fine. And it's kind of close to where we have to go to the Manhattan area and all that. Did it say? Okay, so there's probably like restaurants and all that around there, or, you know, just different things. Okay, yeah, just do it then. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's fine. If you got a good feel for it, I do too. I mean, as long as it has a lot of bathrooms. Okay, yeah. Okay, Mom, I love you. Bye. Sorry, you guys. We're still, you know, we go to New York next month. Like, it's not even that far away. Probably, I don't know, like a few weeks away, and we're still getting situated. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so anyway, I was saying something like, you know, it's kind of hard to think of something to say to someone that's lost their loved one, especially all of a sudden, like, and so I was kind of dreading when we were going up there and we were getting closer to her house. She wasn't at her house. She was at his family's, his brother's house. But I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I was getting nervous, you guys, like, because, you know, I know that we had to go to a viewing, and I mean, it's been only a year and a half since I lost my sister, and actually it's going to be, oh goodness, no wonder, feeling weird. Actually, next month it's going to be 2 years. Anyway, so that's the last time that I've been to, you know, like a funeral, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it was so hard. So when I saw her, you know, all I wanted to do was give her a big hug. Like, when I found out, my husband told her, you know, he talked to her, and she would you know, just because it was just a few hours before, like, he passed away, and my husband was talking to her, and that's his niece. So he told her, well, you know, Rachel, all she wants to do is give you a big hug. And I kept saying, oh my gosh, like, and I kind of talked to her on the way that way. He got a hold of her, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, Mama. Like, and she could tell, she was just breaking down every once in a while. She's got those 3 little kids, my little nephews. Those are my god kids, and I love those little kids. They're crazy little kids. Like they have a lot of energy. So that to me, it's even more heartbreaking because she's got the little kids and her little kids, and she's trying to be strong for them because she is the mom, and now she no longer has her husband. So yeah, it was super hard. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, it was super hard. I mean, just to, and when I saw her, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just didn't want to get out of the car. And then I just gave her a big hug, you guys. And she hugged me so tight. And, I was like, I'm so sorry, Mama. I mean, I just grabbed her. I didn't even know. And then, the viewing, like I said, it was on Monday, and I was like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna, if I wanted to, see my brother-in-law, and because, like I said, he was an awesome guy. He always smiling, great dad, great husband, or, and just gone too soon. Yeah, gone too soon. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's still a shock. Like, just to know that, we'll never, we're not going to see him again. Or they're not going to come down, and, because I believe she's going to stay up there for now, and I don't, it's just sad. It's a sad situation, you guys. So just pray for them. Like I said, she's only 30 or 31, and the little kid, they kind of understand what happened, like their dad passed or whatever. She talked to them, but it's just so sad. Just so sad. So yeah, just wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to go work out. I went to work out yesterday. Just trying to get back to the swing of things after, going up there to be with her. Her mom and my father-in-law, they showed up over there too. They drove as soon as they found out. But like I said, it's just crazy. And just, prayers, just, it's gonna be a hard road. The good thing is that she did mention to me that, she was having some problems back then, and she stopped going to church, and then she started going back to church, and started back with, going back to her faith and stuff, because just situations were placed in certain situations, and no matter what, just have to keep the faith, no matter how hard it is. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. Haven't gone to any stores. I mean, up there in Oklahoma, I went to a Dollar Tree, but yeah, it wasn't, I wasn't really that much in the mood to shop or whatever. But we did, like go to Michael's, just to check it out, whatever. But we didn't really do a lot of stuff up there. We did go eat with the family on both sides. It was nice to meet his brothers, their sister-in-laws, and their kids. We've never met them before, and unfortunately, like when we were giving our hugs, and we were like, well, we're sorry we had to meet in these circumstances, because you never want to meet family members that you've never met before in those kind of circumstances. But unfortunately, we're placed in those circumstances, and we have to just make the most of it when things happen. So I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I might go to Dollar Tree after this. I don't know. I have to like I said, I literally, my husband and I, okay, so I was talking about, sorry, real quick, because I really got to go. I was telling you that it was like when I broke down, you guys, I couldn't tell my mom. My mom, I think I mentioned before, you know, she's about prayer. She reads her Bible. You know, when someone's sick or when someone that she knows is having a hard time or they need prayer, she'll call me and I'll be like, yeah, Mom, you know, I'll pray for them. You know, I'll put them in my prayer request, stuff like that. And that literally is my mom. Okay. That's who I talk to in situations where, you know, things, just stuff like this. Why I couldn't tell her. So I was saying that she had a doctor's appointment Wednesday and Thursday, and I was supposed to take her. So we were told last Tuesday, that my brother-in-law had passed. Well, doggone it, I didn't get to tell her until Thursday, you guys. So Wednesday, I had my sister see if she could take her to the doctor, because I knew I couldn't tell her, because I wanted to make sure that my niece's, my sister-in-law, which is my niece's mom, I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was appropriate to say something. Because like I said, I go to my mom or she comes to me or whatever, and we, you know, and do the prayer thing, you know, and a prayer list on church or talk to the pastor. I haven't put it on mine, but I'm going to see him Sunday, so I'm sure someone has told him. And also, so I couldn't tell her, and I was crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't know what to do. So, and then when I was trying to get my sister to take her on Thursday also, but some stuff went on where she couldn't take her. So I'm like, okay, my husband was like, well, just go ahead and take. So I held it in the whole time and took her. I was in the doctor's office with her, and I had text my sister-in-law, and I said, you know what? Have you told so-and-so? Or, you know, she goes, yeah. So I was like, whew, okay. So then I started telling my mom, and then I felt so relieved, and I told my mom, you know, it's not that I didn't want to take you to the doctor. I just had to hold it in, and I couldn't tell her. And that's what I said. I said, Mom, I couldn't tell you because I wanted to make sure that the time was right. Like, I didn't want to, you know, overstep, you know, on stuff that, you know, so it was okay. And then I felt a big relief, you guys, because I know my mom told her pastor and they were praying for them and all that. So, yeah, I was like, whew, talk about a big relief, you guys, when you have someone that you can talk to or someone that prays for you, and you have that something on your heart and you can't say anything, and then you have that big relief when you get to talk to them. And that's the way I am with my mom. So, and then I got to put it on Facebook, and I felt so relieved because, like I said, a lot of people knew him, and he was such a great person, and everyone is still shocked. And when I put it on Facebook and posted for prayers and all this, there were so many prayers and people just pouring their love and all this for him. And it's amazing because, like I said, even though we don't think prayers work, they do work, and they do comfort people in the worst situations, you guys. So, if y'all need prayers, I've told y'all before in my videos, let me know. I'll keep you in my prayers. You know, I can put you on my prayer list at church. Just let me know, you guys. You know, I'll do that for y'all. So now for sure, I need to go work out. I'm already done with my drink. So thank you all so much, you guys, for, you know, just being there so I can talk to someone. And I know there's a lot of prayers that are going to come this way and towards my niece and her little kids and the families on both sides. Just thank y'all. Yeah. I don't know when I'll do another video. I'm kind of, you know, like I said, I didn't even want to do this video, but I was like, you know what, let me just put it on there, and then we'll see what happens, you guys. Okay. And we'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to go get my workout on. And, you know, y'all stay safe and be blessed. And I will talk to y'all next time. Okay? Bye-bye.